Constable,
I'm not here to
right, I need to see a warrant. I need to see a warrant, please. Right, Constable.
He's called for a tow truck to come to take this van. Right, there is a warrant outstanding for fines against this van.
Can we see the warrant, Constable?
No, we can't. Well, we can see it on his computer.
Can we have a paper warrant? Can we actually have a warrant from the court?
We've discussed this many times, haven't we, Mr.
Right, so what you're saying is that we won't be able to see a warrant and a private corporation will take this van?
A paper warrant here today, now, this minute, no.
Okay,
there you go.
well...
That's about as definitive as I'm going to get.
Okay, well,
right, so let's leave that.
Okay.
That is now a non-issue. I've given you the answer.
Right,
okay?
Constable, well, we will say under law we need to see a warrant.
Okay, I don't know one way or the other. I don't
Can
think
you
that's
check
right.
with your superiors whether we need to see a warrant?
I'm going to anyway, yes.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Well, if you would appreciate it, because...
All right, okay. I check with my superiors, and my superiors who have got the facility to look it up on the computer and everything else, they tell me, no, you don't need to see a warrant. What are you going to do then?
Well, under law, we need to see a warrant.
No, so you're just turning my question back on me.
Right, well, we feel
in front of your camera and in front of my camera, answer my question. My superior tells me that you don't need to see a warrant legally, under any circumstance.
Okay.
What do you do?
Well, then your superior would be standing outside his oath and would be committing treason. That's a fact.
For which there's a death penalty still. Okay.
Well, he's committing treason. Well, that's the law.
The only death penalty, the only death penalty is, at the moment...
Listen, I appreciate it's your van, it's your livelihood. I appreciate that. I appreciate it's a substantial sum of money. All right? But throwing words like treason around,
well,
it's really...
Constable.
Sir, I may not look quite as old as you, but
thank you very much.
I didn't come down in the last shower of rain.
Right.
All right?
Wouldn't it be fair to say, did you know what your oath is? Do you remember what your oath is that
Do
you
you
said?
know what? I took it 22 years ago.
All right, you committed it as Constable. Okay. Well, I can't remember. Right. Okay, I can't remember.
I took it with my hand on my heart and my right hand raised on the Bible and all the rest of it.
Would it be fair to say that you swore an oath to uphold the law, which is common law?
I swore to uphold the law. I don't remember whether the word common was in it or not.
And you have to remain impartial at all times.
Impartial is one of the things we have to do.
And you have to prevent any breach of the Queen's peace.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're calm and compliant. We're not committing any breach of the Queen's peace. We are asking to see a warrant. Okay.
Right, and I'm asking you again. Okay, if people turn round to me with access to the information and greater knowledge than me, and they say, no, Mr. Reevy, you do not need to see a warrant for it to be acting on, what are you going to do then?
Well, then you're standing outside your oath, because we're not. This is.
Are you going to accuse me of treason now?
Well, it would be treason. I might
as well hand myself in now.
Constable, it would be treason.
So this is a matter of £860. All right, this is.
Well, it's a private corporation extorting money out of us, and the law is still the law. We are all equal under the eyes of the law. We are under common law jurisdiction in this country. This is a private corporation. They say that they have a warrant from the court. All we're asking, our lawful right, is to see the warrant. That's all. We just want to see the warrant.
Okay.
And the other thing...
Oh, Chris, that's it. We just want to see the warrant. Okay? We want to see, and the warrant has to have a crown seal on it. It needs to be a wet signature, and it needs to be signed by a judge.
There is a warrant exactly like that at Northampton County Court.
Okay, no problem. If we can see the warrant, we'd appreciate it. Other than that, it's just hearsay, and we only have this gentleman's word for it. Is that fair? Is that being fair and reasonable?
Have you had any legal training?
Constable, it's not for me. It's just I know my rights under
the tow truck turns up. Then I'd imagine we will get another call down here to prevent a breach of the peace.
Fair enough, Constable. We're calm and compliant, and we're not going to commit any breach of the peace. Calm and compliant.
To hear that.
And we appreciate your efforts. We do appreciate your efforts, that you are constables of the law and you're upholding your oath. We thank you for it.
Outright, so it's recorded and everything else. Are you willing to pay the fine?
No.
We need a warrant, Constable.
I was after a straight yes or no. Are you willing to pay the fine?
We need a warrant.
We need a warrant.
If there's a warrant and it's lawful, we will pay the fine, yes.
But there is a warrant, it's just that you can't actually see the bit of paper.
Well, it's our lawful right to see the piece of paper. It is our lawful right to make sure it's printed, it's actually signed by a judge, it's got a crown seal on it, it's got a wet signature, and it's not a bit of paper printed up in a council office. And we know the difference, Constable. So we're willing to pay the fine.
Right.
We're not even
Can I,
liable for the fine.
Again,
It's just-
ask you out straight. When we leave,
There's no trouble.
there will be no trouble. Will there?
Absolutely none at all whatsoever, Constable. We're peaceful people, and we
I
will
will ask
remain
the
so.
same question of the gent over there in a minute. All right, so it's all fair and above board. Right.
We appreciate you got things to do. There is bloody criminals out there, isn't there?
Somewhere.
He's going to be a YouTube star.
Smile.
Constable.
Constable Sam here. Sammy.
This is.
No, film it. I'm going to go and get a cigarette because I can't.
Yeah, but bring me one if you can.
Oh, right, there you go. I think you might have just had a result.
Go on, what's that?
Let's take the phone call.
He's taking the clamp off. Thank you. Oh, we appreciate that. See, we stood on... There is no warrant, Constable, is there?
Yeah, there is. You don't pay your fine. Okay. That's not wise to you. Pay it up. Not all right. Okay?
Listen, hey, no hard feelings, mate. No, my head.
Thank you very much, officers,
Constable.
for representing and giving us
YouTube stars, yeah, no, we appreciate it.
Presented you. I've stood by.
Oh, stood by.
Stood under your oath. You've stood under your oath. That's what we appreciate.
Yeah.
You've remained...
With nobody in it, that's against the law.
Oh, get in there now.
Get in there.
Get in there.
Because we don't want him running off with it.
Are you authorised to drive it?
No, I'm just
Are you
sitting on.
qualified to drive it?
No, no.
So it needs to be in.
Hey,
It's the
get in
law.
it. Get in it.
Mr. Reeve,
Mr. Reeve, can you get in it?
Can you still finish the...
And today, ladies and gentlemen, we have the clamp removed. Our civil rights have been upheld. The breach of the peace has not happened, and the officers here have been impartial in every way.